YouTube Premium member. I have been for years. My recommended always has your Detractors videos, but to watch your streams, I have to search. It makes no sense. No, here's the thing, and this will explain it, okay? I never gamed the YouTube system, meaning over the years, I never put a deceptive description to a video. I never used a giant clickbait thumbnail. I never used the tags that would get you noticed. Like, people knew over the years, if you put tags on your videos that had nothing to do with your video would actually hit the algorithm different, okay? My detractors have 100% perfected the way to game the YouTube system. They literally sat there studying the way to get their videos to get the attention. So they're using all those tactics that I literally never did. And because of that, they jumped ahead of me in prominence on YouTube, particularly after I was hit with false copyright strikes. My channel was demoted in the rankings, and theirs all actually got a boost. People searching for DSP Darkside Phil, my channel couldn't be found because of the copyright strike issue, and all theirs got found instead. Then they immediately started copying my name, tagging everything, saying DSP Gaming, DSP, Darkside Phil, DSP Tries It. That's a huge one. DSP Tries It. They all started naming their videos DSP Tries It, so you couldn't find my actual DSP Tries It videos anymore. That was actually one of the reasons why my series declined massively in views, because theirs got promoted by YouTube and mine didn't. So anyone looking, I wonder what Phil tried for DSP Tries It. Oh, it's 14 hater videos, none of his. Well, fuck this. And then they would never watch my series again. So that's what I mean. You're right. They have gamed the system 100%. I never did. I never wanted to. I outright told you guys way back in the day when I was prominent and famous, I said, listen, the reason I'm doing it is for my passion for the game, for wanting to share my passion of games with others, for wanting to have great times and share gameplay. It's not about me getting pushed to the front of the algorithm because I put a thumbnail and a clickbait title and a bunch of tags and I arranged it in a certain way that it hit the homepage and now I get viral popularity. No, I just want people to find me organically. Spider-Man playthrough. Oh, look, Darkside Phil's there in the top 10. Let's check him out. And that's how I used to get seen. Not once did I ever game the system, but they always have. That's how they actually got seen before me. So it is what it is. YouTube doesn't care at all. They created a system that could literally be gamed. And it's hilarious because when I was doing my React show, I remember it was around a year ago, one of the lead people, the coders at YouTube who wrote the algorithms, like, oh, I think it's fair and this and that. Like, dude, you're a fucking idiot. You're just a dunce. You are a fucking nerd. All you understand is code. You don't understand the human brain. The human brain doesn't think like you do, like a coder. They think, how do I get ahead today? How do I use this stupid arbitrary algorithm that was written to fuck over people and to get ahead? They don't think, oh, well, I'll get my content noticed prominently by doing this and that and having a good video. They don't think that. They think, how do I cheat? And they've cheated nonstop. And the guy's so dumb, he doesn't want to listen to it. No one gets ahead because of the algorithm. Everyone gets ahead because of the algorithm. Literally every fucking person. There are guys like Mr. Beast studying how his fucking thumbnails work. So he knows which thumbnails is the best clickbait for people to click on his fucking videos. But that's how they run their site. They're morons. The site is definitely not prominent for featuring good content. It's viral content. That's the difference. I mean, think about the difference between that. Good versus viral, right? Anyway, been there, done that. And the fact that I'm still here and I have survived, okay? Hold on. The fact that I am here and I have survived all of these years without gaming the system, with others stealing my clout, stealing any attention on my content, the fact that I'm still here and I can make a living doing it and I'm still prominent, pretty amazing, huh? Because, man, there's been every reason to screw me over and, everything has happened against me and I'm still trucking along, still surviving. Lance Catamaran is here tonight with a sub. Thank you, Lance. That's our first sub of the night. Let's get that up on the leaderboard. So that jumps us up to $69 support. Thank you. Oh, Luma says, the big channels have people working for them dedicated just to optimizing those elements. You're right. That's what I mean. You got this idiot. He's a fucking idiot. The guy who I saw in that I was reacting to this. Like, this guy literally is one of those antisocial book smart dudes. Has absolutely no idea what the fuck he's talking about real life. He's trying to defend the fact that YouTube's algorithm is great and it gets people a chance to be seen. It's like, it's the absolute opposite. Rich people hire professionals to study how to game your algorithm and pay lots of money so their videos always get shown. It's not what you think where, oh, someone had a good video and now it gets featured. Never. Never. That never happens at all on YouTube. This guy's fucking insane. He's so dumb. Like, it's such a huge divide between people who are book smart people, coders, and fucking wealths of knowledge, but they have absolutely no application to real life and how people actually act. They just sit in a fucking house all day and they don't actually talk with people on the internet. They don't see their actions every day. They don't get it. That's why YouTube will make a big code change and they'll be like, this is a great code change. Click, execute. Whole site crashes because they don't actually know how people use the site. So, oh, I had no clue that this one little change that I made would completely break 17 systems and now everyone's YouTube's fucked up today. They don't get that because they don't live it. They're not there. They live in a fucking dark cave somewhere coding all day and they think that that's existence. It's not. It's not reality. What percentage more do I think I would be making if it weren't for loss due to stolen content? Well, here's the thing. It's not just loss because the content's stolen. It's preventing growth. There have been many prominent times over the last several years where people heard that DSP said or did something and they want to check it out and they can't find my content. They find someone else. So that might have been potential for growth. That might have been a moment where someone would check out DSP Gaming and they can't find it. So that's the problem. It's not, oh, I lost a little bit of ad revenue because, let's say, for example, tonight's stream, right? I'll have like 150, 200 viewers on YouTube. Maybe I should, Dead to Rights, have 300 to 400 viewers or more, but those viewers go to the Detractor channels because they don't find me. They just watch it somewhere else, right? Well, what would that give me? A few extra bucks of revenue? The problem is growth. I used to get growth. I used to have the element of everyone who wanted to see DSP would come to DSP Gaming. Whether you liked me or you hated me or you were somewhere in between, this was the destination to watch my content. So didn't matter if it was good, bad, or whatever. I would get the views. I would get ad revenue, and there would be growth. People would follow the channel. People would talk about the channel. I don't get any of that anymore. I can't. How could I possibly get growth when the vast majority of my content is immediately restreamed illegally, clipped, stolen, and put on the internet before I'm even done with my stream? My stream is archived on the internet somewhere else. And it's all illegal. But I'm not rich, so I can't sue everyone, right? So that's the problem. It's not really, oh, I lost a few dollars of ad revenue. It's there's no way to even direct people to the content so the channel can grow again. Even when there's some reason to check me out. Like last year, there was a direct reason to check me out, right? With me doing interviews with Keemstar, working with Kino Casino, all that content was unique and different content. Now, I got a little bit of attention for it, and then immediately disappeared. Why? Because no one could find my content. Everyone watched it on the Detractor channels. No one watched it on DSP Gaming. Actually, Glorificus, you're wrong. So you should just shut up. I hate these idiots who know nothing about law, copyright, trademark, Creative Commons, nothing. You know nothing of law. Shut your face. You're an idiot. The equivalent, what they do to me is the equivalent of if on the release day of a brand new movie or TV show, someone stands there in the movie theater or recording it on TV, they were direct capturing it, and the moment that it ends, the movie is done or the TV show's over, they upload it to their YouTube channel. Can anyone do that? Can you right now go to the movies and record the new Marvel movie and put it right on your TV or right on your channel? Can you record the new TV show? What's the new one from the maker of Breaking Bad, Pluribus? Can you record that and immediately upload it raw to your channel on YouTube? No, it's illegal. Hell, when you're in the theater or when you're watching the TV show, can you open your phone and live stream it to the internet? No, it's illegal. So's doing that to any YouTuber because the moment that this stream goes live or the video goes live, it's protected by a creative, is it Creative Commons law? I think it's a Creative Commons law. Anything that's broadcast on YouTube is protected by this law. And it is therefore becomes the property of the person who is originally broadcasting it. The only way that you have the right to actually use that content is through a creative means that transforms the work through the transformative work law. That only happens if you do not fully represent that content and you add enough to make it be represented as a different piece of content. If all you're doing is rebroadcasting with minimal commentary or no commentary, completely illegal. If you are ripping and immediately broadcasting on your channel or uploading it, completely illegal. People have completely grossly misconstrued what fair use is. Fair use means you are transforming the work into something else for the for the reasons of commentary or criticism. So for example, if you wanted to watch this stream and then you wanted to do commentary over it and you're constantly pausing it and you're adding criticism, you're adding additional stuff, you're doing skits and things in it, that's protected. That's fully fine, 100%. Okay? Now you got to be careful because if you do defamatory content and make stuff up, that's also illegal for a completely different law to a completely different reason. And that's the thing. I could sit here and analyze all my detractors and tell you each and every reason why all their content's illegal. Most of it is. A little bit of it isn't. Most of it is. But that's the problem. These people are so obsessed and they've now realized people are interested in DSP. People want to see what he's up to. People want to essentially get a more summarized version of what he does or a more digestible version of what he does. And that's the content that the detractors have provided to the internet without ever going through the proper legal means of doing it right so that it's protected. It's not. What they're doing is not protected. Okay? But again, YouTube's stance, unless you're rich and you have a lawyer to slap lawsuits at every person making the content, you can't stop them. So they're free to do it. YouTube says, oh, hands off. There's a law that protects us. Even though we have all this horrible, infringing, law-breaking content, defamatory content, nothing can be done unless you sue them all. Well, sorry, I'm not rich. Sorry, I'm not rich at all. Okay? I can't do that. So I guess I just got to have all my content stolen. No one finds my channel. That actually got me. Who was it with? Button Check from the FGC had caught wind of one of the things I had said about fighting games. Or it was either earlier this year or late last year. And he wanted to do a commentary on it. And he did, except he couldn't find my channel. He literally still hasn't. He still can only find the detractor content. So if he wants to talk about me, he has to clip the detractors. Because he can't find my channel on YouTube. It's not, unless he already knew what it was, you can't find it. You search for DSP Gaming, Dark Side Phil, DSP. All you get is detractor content. So how am I supposed to grow? I can't. And it's YouTube's fault. Let's be clear here. It's YouTube's fault. YouTube should be held accountable, but there's this one stupid law that protects them that says anything that's uploaded to a social media site or whatever is completely free of any consequence. It's ridiculous. So that's why you have the horrible videos that you see and then they get taken down later, but that's why they're even allowed to exist to begin with. There you go. Blue Mist said this happened with Mad TV. He got misled. He actually started watching detractor content because he actually thought it was really from you. He thought all these detractor songs and things were your remixes. You see? And unless you have someone who is a voice of reason saying, no, this is really messed up. This is what people have been doing to Phil for, 15 years. Here's the real content. You would never know. Because again, there's nothing on YouTube to stop that content. And people make a fortune on it. They do. They make a fortune on that content, that toxic, illegal, immoral content. All right, I got to pee and then we're going to start, okay? I'll be right back. And then we will start. Okay.